If you suffer with a stutter or speech anxiety, you need to hear this video because this is valuable information which I have learned over multiple years of how to control my stutter, how to control my anxiety, how to start speaking with confidence once again. Let's dive in. There was a time years ago when my stutter was impacting on my life. It was causing anxiety in the background. I would question and think about every speaking situation and scenario in the future. I would avoid situations. I would avoid words. I would change the words in a sentence. I would only say the words that I could say rather than the words that I wanted to say. Before speaking, it was causing my anxiety during speaking and even after speaking, after stuttering uncontrollably in front of people. I really was left despondent because of this. I felt worse about myself. My self-esteem was even worse and I didn't know what to do. In this video, I want to share 3 things that has helped me speak with less anxiety and less fear. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dr. McCool. I'm a GP from Ireland who runs a free online platform called Stutter Connect, which you're welcome to join. Link is in the description below, where you can speak with and practice speaking to other people who stutter from around the world on my WhatsApp and Discord, and I'll personally speak to you there also. This is not a cure your stutter video. This is a living with the stutter. This is about thinking about the long term, working on your speech, working on your confidence, working on your anxiety. And as a byproduct, your stutter control will improve and you'll start to feel better about yourself, feel better about your speech, and start living once again and stop letting your stutter impact on your daily life. The first thing that I done was to stop trying to sound perfect. Stop trying to be a fluent speaker. Trying to be a fluent speaker and trying to pretend to everyone that I was a fluent speaker was holding me back. It was making me stuck. As I was trying to be a fluent speaker and invariably failing to do that and stuttering uncontrollably, feeling worse about myself. I was always had my guard up. I always was worried about stuttering in front of other people. I was always worried about what I was going to say and how I was going to say it, and afraid of the perceived negative judgments of other people. Once I stopped trying to be a fluent speaker and started voluntary stuttering in front of other people, speaking about my stutter to my family or friends, this really helped me as the monkey was off my back. It was freeing to me. I could be the person that I really truly am, and it was less exhausting and less draining trying to pretend that I was a fluent speaker. The second thing I would have done was slow down on purpose, slow down my rate of speech, stopped jumping into conversations. People who stutter want to get the conversation, the speaking process over as quickly as they can, and they jump into the speaking process. And I was no different. When I was asked a question, I tried to as quickly speak to jump into the speaking situation as I had so much fear. But I started to pause. I started to pause before speaking. I started to speak in phrases using fewer words per breath and pausing between these phrases and speaking when I was ready to speak, not when everyone expected me to speak. When I was rushed, when I was in a hurry, I had no control over my speech. But if I took things on my own terms, in my own time, when I was ready, I was more equipped to control my stutter at that point. The third thing I stopped doing is avoiding situations and avoiding words. Avoidance was huge for me. This was keeping me stuck. I used to avoid public speaking, phone calls, socialization, saying my name, saying feared words. I used to avoid all these things for fear of getting caught stuttering, for fear of the perceived negative judgments of other people, the laughing, the judgments from previous negative stuttering experiences in my childhood. But once I had the courage and the bravery to start facing the situations that I found difficult, to making those phone calls, to public speak, to ordering the coffee I want, to jump into socialization, I was on my first step to stuttering freedom. And by all means, my speech was not perfect during those situations. And a lot of the time I failed, but it's better to try and fail than not try at all, because put myself out there, stuttering in front of other people, it desensitized me to stuttering in front of other people. It desensitized me to people's reactions, or mostly lack thereof. There were no reactions. I only had built it up in my head. I realized there is nothing to be afraid about. Once you face the situation you're afraid to face, this is when the fear eventually subsides. Once the fear subsides, the control over your stutter gets better, and you stop living like a coward in fear of everything. You start enjoying speaking once again. You start enjoying your life once again. You start achieving your goals, and stop letting stuttering fear and stuttering anxiety hold you back in the achievement and the pursuit of the goals you want to achieve in your life. But it all starts with bravery and courage, and stopping avoiding speaking situations. So those are the three things. I stopped trying to sound perfect. I slowed down my speaking process, and I stopped avoiding situations. There is no quick fix for stuttering. There is no 100% fix. You will not achieve 100% fluency, but that is okay. You will become a great communicator. Your stutter should not hold you back in your communication, because most of the time, people who stutter build up the stutter in their own mind to make it seem like a massive thing, but it is not that big. It is not as scary as what it seems, and you can achieve the things that you want to achieve. It is all up to you. Are you going to start today? Are you going to start facing the situations that cause you fear? Are you going to start? Are you going to wait 5, 10 years, 20 years? But it will be too late then. Start today, start now. The process is long, the process is difficult, but with consistency, over time, and hard work, you will get there. And join my Stutter Connect Discord. And if you consistently speak to other people on that platform, I guarantee you, you will have more control over your speech. You'll feel better about yourself. You have less anxiety, less stress, less fear, and you'll start enjoying speaking once again in a safe, supportive community, bringing that confidence out to your real world. Like this video, share it with a friend who has a stutter, and comment below what has helped your stutter. What are you finding most difficult? And where are you on your stuttering journey? Best luck, everybody. And remember, if I can do it, you can certainly do it also. And I'll see you in the next video.